Hey everybody, chapter 2, let's be frank. Hope everyone's doing all right out there, taking care of y'all babies. I call them babies, teenagers, toddlers, infants. You guys know what I mean. So I'm wishing everyone well, all best for everyone. Everybody's feeling all right. Work is going very well. And number one, most important, the kids are happy, healthy children. When I first sent that initial video, that was just an introductory video, introducing myself. Chapter 2, they got a lot of communities, dads supporting dads, or trend, or whatever you want to call it. And however you want to look at this, which I do not look at it as a trend or anything like that. But I do feel and look at it as a community to grow for support for single daddies, solo daddies. And again, I'll always say everyone is welcome. Mothers, even if you're with married boyfriends, it doesn't matter. The only thing that's really been touching on my heart is I started this because of the spark was because how I was feeling in the beginning. And I'll go ahead and put it like this, but this is not the point. When she left, when she started, she had been leaving, coming back, and I would take her back. This is not about that, but real quick. And so there was times when she was staying gone longer. And those are the times I'm referring to right now. When it first turned into 4 months okay. So, like I said, I don't feel alone with me and my babies. But there was a sense of loneliness and stress, yes, that I was feeling. It may have been harder because, I couldn't even hardly walk. Whatever. I don't know. But I know how I felt. And I remember. And I felt alone. So I was obviously under pressure, stress, all of it, whatever. So I do remember. Basically, I was hearing comments on the various platforms, even videos that guys, daddies will make. And they were having that feeling, they were having a hard time. A lot of men won't admit it. Because for, a lot of reasons, and that's fine. Because I do believe, and I think I touched on this before, I do believe in the strong, silent type. Yes, I do. We're men, and we carry it. I'm not going to get into the conversation of a woman and, equality and how, if a woman can do the same thing as a man. And the fact is that she can't, they cannot, and they don't, and they're not. Now, I could get into many, many, many details of what I mean, physically, whatever, because I'm not really talking about mentally, as far as if, some type of employment or career that involves nothing but intelligence. See, that's not what I'm saying. So when it comes time, I heard one guy say, have her start fixing the car and taking this out and doing this and that. Women are not going to do it. Men are built how we're built, and women are built how they're built. And that's it. And that's fine. Anyway. So a lot of men won't admit it, how they're feeling. And that's okay. That's cool. I do, like I said, I do believe in the strong, silent type. And, there also is sometimes, but shit is real. Shit is real. Feelings are real. And shit gets hard. Especially with babies and toddlers. Because they don't know. And they will test and push you and do everything that they think of. Because they don't know any better. And they don't learn overnight. Some things they'll learn overnight. If they accidentally do something that really harms themselves and something like that. Just by it, like if they somehow touch a flame, which of course should never happen because there should never be any open flame around. So they do learn, but anyway, so they don't learn overnight. And they'll test and they'll push and they'll do everything. Sometimes it seems like, and this is why a lot of people, single mothers, parents, daddies, whatever, when this finally grows support community-wise, so hopefully people will comment, because it seems like sometimes it's like they're doing the exact thing that they're not supposed to do, that you don't want them to do. And that's exactly what they do, over and over and over. And guess what? It doesn't stop. It don't stop. Just because they get bigger, they turn into teenagers, adolescents and teenagers, young adults, whatever. The parenting and the teaching never ever stops, even when they get grown. It does not stop. It just changes phases. Now, you're not changing diapers anymore and all of that. And you may not have to make them food anymore, when they get this other age. But they're getting into other issues that they have no experience about. Relationships, friends, all type of things, So the parenting never ever stops. It just changes phases. I hope that makes sense. And when they are grown, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and you guys have had fathers should know what I'm about to talk, what I speak on it right now. You're going to call your dad. If you're having a hard time, you're going to call your dad. Especially if he's been there. You're going to call him. And that's normal. That's how it's supposed to be. Dad, I'm having a trouble with my wife, or Dad, I'm having a trouble with my job, whatever. And your dad's going to love you and guide you and parent you and as best as he can, support you, all of it. Because he's a good daddy. And that's why you're calling him. So the parenting never stops. It just turns into new phases as the years go by. I actually touched on a subject right there. Because there's sometimes I believe in playing things by ear. I'm real hands-on. And I've noticed that after all these years, I do my best whenever I just do it. I don't know how this is not about me. And all this, I may edit it out. But I just have to keep talking and talking and talking. Well, long story short, guys, is that, you have support. Throw comments. Let's grow the community. If you guys have any suggestions, then put it out there, and let's see what we can do, because really all of this is not about me. It's about all of us. It's about everybody. It's about community and support and humanly and manly love. And I'm going to say it again. Why? Because forget all of the nonsense. Shit is real. Life is real. And life is great. All the time, all of that. At the same time, things, it can get hard. Period. So support and in community and all of that it's good. It works, it's real. Excuse me. So, touching on that, of course, while you're listening to this, go, throw comments, subscribe, and likes and all of it to grow. And again, and I'll stress it again, because even though we may have got everything under control at the time or all the time or whatever, there are some brand new dad and some, because I remember how I felt. And had I had some, but I was okay, I was fine, but I know I felt how I felt. And had I had support, because my dad, he's passed on. So, rest in peace, may he rest in peace. So I didn't have nobody to call and, hey, Dad, and yeah, and whatever. Nobody to talk to. And I don't need anybody to talk to. We don't need people to talk to. But you know what? We do. We really, really do. So all of the strong, silent types and feeling like this and that, yeah, that's good. And I'm even that way. At the same time, shit gets real. And things get hard. So this is for all these videos and everything. The community is for the one. It's not always going to be the same person. And it might be a lot of people. But it's for the person that needs to hear something that, or something that they'll learn. All for the greater good. To keep our babies happy. Keep ourselves happy. And of course, all for the goodness of God. All glory be to God. Our God. Our one true God. But I'm going to go ahead and close this down for now. Chapter 2. Solo dads, let's be frank. As always, once this community grows, I'm going to go live with all you subscribers. We can get live comments going and discussion. I'm really going to enjoy that. I really can't wait for that. That's going to be great right there. It's been great as always, guys. We do everything we do for our babies. Keep up the good work. You guys are solid, loving daddies. Our kids are great, and they need us. They do. So, and there's also the men out there where the woman, it's one thing, for people to be toxic and you're trying to raise your child healthy and something happened and, you have to keep the child away, mostly because there's damage or something like that. That's it's a whole nother thing if the other parent hasn't done anything wrong at all and then the parent is keeping the child. That's a whole nother story. So, and some people, that does happen to, and they haven't done anything at all. They're not in the wrong. I'm not trying to condone, and that's not what I'm saying, but like I said, that may be a discussion for another time. So, it's been great as always. Like and subscribe, hit those buttons. Comment, like I said, on anything that we touched on for people to read, and if you guys anything else that's on your mind, you need to don't let it out. All right, guys, until next time, chapter 3, be safe, be well, live well. We'll see you guys next time. Over and out.